Ooh. Yes, I look sleepy. We'll wake up. Hi, Alex. I got your emails. Hi, Eric. How's it going? I feel like I don't know much about you. How are you? How's life? Singularity. Hi. I'm feeling so much better, you guys. It took me out though. It took me out, and I remember thinking like, I'm kind of letting this take me out. Like, like, you know when you just kind of want to be sick? That's what it was. And then you remember like, oh yeah, fresh air is nice. Hi, Diamond. Martin, hi. Hi, Josh. Yeah, I'm getting there. Also, like, there was like one day, I think honestly, this is like how I got better. There was one day I was just like, I miss singing. And I just put on Olivia Dean, and I was just like, I don't know. Really, I felt like Ariel giving her voice back. It is so, but that's what it was like. You're feeling good? Hey, that's amazing. What time is it there? It must be like midnight? Things are good. Things are really good. I've been having weird dreams. That's fine. I've been like, I feel like I'm ramping up in a certain way, or I'm ramping back up. Yeah. Someone said they like my shirt. I love my shirt. I felt like it was a poo day. Yeah, it's 104. Okay. Hi, Matthew. I'm gonna remember that. Okay, so it's 13 hours ahead, right? What's up, YouTube? Reality was AI generated? AI is like such an interest. I don't know how to explain it. It's like lately I'm actually very grateful for AI because it's like forced me to like really tell the difference, to like look really objectively at the difference, and to be like, how do I use this in the way that I actually, how can I like use this for good and not evil? Like basically. Everyone's afraid, right? Like that's usually people's response. It's just like fear. Which like is it makes sense. Like we're afraid it's gonna like, at least for me, I'm like afraid it's gonna bring out my laziest tendencies. But instead I actually feel like it's asking me to have more taste, to be more selective, to be more objective, to be more specific, to ask more of myself. actually, and to figure out what I actually bring to the table. But like I was looking at some AI artwork. Yeah, like just before this. And it is like, come on, it is beautiful. It is. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It's like not a fully formed thought yet. Anyway, have you ever had lucid dreams? um, like I've half-heartedly tried to do like lucid dream methods and things like that. I think the reason that like maybe it just doesn't interest me enough. I'm the type of dreamer. I'm kind of always aware that it's a dream. I've kind of just always been that. Like, oh, this is a dream. And I'm going through it. And even when it's upsetting, I'm like not upset. I'm kind of just like, I'd be really curious to talk to someone who's like my same kind of very self-aware. Because I'm like, well, this is upsetting. And like, even like when I'm upset, I'm like, it's very upsetting that I'm upset. But I never like wake up like screaming. Like I've never had nightmares. I would never categorize them as nightmares, or like I've never woken up like it's more just like okay. And I kind of have to dust myself off. So I guess that's like why I've never lucid dreamt, because it always feels like I'm kind of doing it already. And where you were constantly falling off the bed. Sorry. I know that feeling. Yo, what is that feeling? That feeling of free fall? Oh my God. Anyway. Right, okay, because of daylight savings. So wait, does Australia not do daylight savings? About lucid dreaming? Like, I've definitely tried. I don't know. I've also like dabbled in like astral projection or whatever it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not interested enough. Because it's like, I guess I just see it like a skill. And I'm like, cool. Cool. If someone could like really present to me like a reason why it would like dramatically improve my life, maybe I'd be compelled. It's very exciting. Yeah, I imagine it would be. I imagine it's like, it's just like a fully fledged, it's just your imagination fully fledged, right? I think like it's worth it to develop your imagination, to like get absorbed into your imagination, you know, and let that go. Like, it's so interesting the way that like different people think or see in their own heads, you know? Like what's sharp, what's clear, what's, I don't know. I feel like when I dream or when I imagine, like things are more like suggestive than vivid, right? And I probably think in the same way. I'm like thinking in terms of like it's not like a perfect picture, right? And I think that's fine. It seems to me like lucid dreaming maybe the way I'm conceptualizing it is like to actually get like really sucked into it in that way and be like, this is amazing, it would have to like stop being an idea, a suggestion of something, you know? I'm just hypothesizing right now. Um, did I know you were writing fantasy sci-fi? That's interesting. Okay. I'm sure, like, obviously you told me and I just forgot. Yeah, that makes sense. Have you ever had a dream and you're like, whoa, that dream was like the plot of a movie. It was amazing. My subconscious mind is like really genius. If only, if only like I could hire her to write full time. Um, yeah. I also like, I used to be someone who was like very much like, whatever ideas sprang up, I would be like, okay, that's the idea. And for better or for worse, now I'm like, I don't necessarily jump on the first idea that comes to me. I think it's for better. It's like, let's keep coming up with ideas. Like, where else could we go? And so, although like I'll have kind of inspiration in my own like creativity, all like, I think I'm a little bit more picky about about like what dreams like want to tell me or what inspiration wants to tell me. I'm like, yeah, and I expect more from my team, okay? It's actually gotten warmer than we had like really cold December, so it's been warmer, like above freezing yesterday, which was nice in Quebec. Do I think, hey, Iman? Do I think social media has ruined the experience of humans to interact with each other? Yeah, we're screwed. I haven't found someone I connect with yet. I feel like the internet is a large reason. I don't know. I think a lot of people are saying that. So, like, you're not crazy for thinking it. If people didn't say it, would you have noticed that on your own? I mean, social media, like, was invented as a way to connect. Like, Facebook was invented because it was like, hey, people are interested in the people they know. um, um, and it became this kind of like, I don't know, even just like you meet someone and it's not like, hey, give me your number anymore. It's like, hey, give me your Instagram. It's like you get to have this, it's not an avatar, although like maybe we're gonna go there, whatever. It's like you have this space that is yours that you have like claim to. So instead of a number, you have this like online space that you have claim to, and that's how people can like interface with you. Okay. Maybe I'm over explaining it. I think like that comes from a good place, honestly. I think it's all just like a really interesting window into like human beings and like our own insecurities, our own like hopes and dreams and all of it, of like wanting to present something and also like wanting to live up to something and be something more than just a number or like the person you see in front of you. And that's perfectly fine. I don't think it gets in the way of connecting. I think like it's just something else. If you think it's replacing, that's what you'll experience. I think it's something else. I think like nothing is getting in the way of you connecting. And I was thinking about, I was like on a rant with, I was looking at paintings of Edward Hopper, if you know who that is, like American painter. And he, I don't know, I would suggest like go look at his paintings. And this was like before social media, obviously. And you see these like very isolated, like lonely people in public spaces. right? That's like really, really what he's good at. And I was ranting about this a little bit because I think that like loneliness doesn't come from like, well, obviously it doesn't come from like being alone. It comes from like in some way feeling like you're alone, like you're disconnected. And you see these like paintings of pictures, like Hawkeyes? No, Nighthawks. Nighthawks is like the painting that's most well known by him. And they're kind of like that like glazed, unfocused look of they're somewhere else, right? They're not present. They're not with the people that they're physically with. And I think that a lot of people feel that and they go like, no one's connecting to me. There's no one who's like at my match connecting with me, as opposed to like, maybe it's on me to actually be present in the space I'm in and connect to the people that I'm with and actually be with them. Like maybe I'm not with myself. Maybe I'm not connected. And it's not like that the world has like forced me to disconnect. It's that like I've for some reason chosen to like remove myself. Does that answer your question? I guess it's like whenever you're feeling disconnected, it's like, what if I did it first? What if I disconnected first? What if I put myself outside first? And the only way to get back in is to like actually be interested in who I'm sharing the friggin' space with, the friggin' world with, you know? And let that happen. Like, let that connection happen. Hey, Maverick, thank you. I also think, like, for what it's worth, it's okay that, like, a number is personal. Like, it's really weird that you're just expected to, like, always be available. I don't know, with, like, phones or text messaging, like, you're just, like, always supposed to be, like, yeah, hit me up. Like, I don't know. You're allowed to have spaces, you know? That's okay, Singularity. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, it's more, of course it's more peaceful because, like, no one's if you're just, like, alone, no one can, like, interrupt you doing your thing. No one can interrupt you, like, gazing mournfully out into a city street. I don't know. Are you willing for that to be interrupted? Hi, Noob to Ninja. Hi, Anon. Yeah, I think maybe Singularity's already gone. Anyway, okay, I don't know where the time is going. It's already 12:21. I'm so sorry. I'm not. It's fine. Okay, what I wanted to talk about. I don't even know if you guys get the reference because I haven't even read this book, but there's this book that was on like the bestsellers all the time, and it's not like, I'm sure someone else has said it too, but it's like, it's literally called like The Mountain Is You. And whenever I would see that book or I would like see that phrase, I would be like, yeah, the mountain is me. Meaning like, the only thing to overcome is like yourself, right? Like you're getting in your own way. You're your own worst enemy. Self-development is like is pushed in this way that's very like, yeah, just you have to overcome yourself. You have to figure out all your problems, all your blocks, all your insecurities, all your limiting self-beliefs, and you have to knock them down one by one. And it's this like vigilant, terrible, challenging, altruistic journey to conquer yourself, right? This line of thinking started because like I almost wanted to be, I talk a lot on this channel about like make a decision. Make a decision about how life works for you. Make a decision about who you are. Make decisions about what is true. That you already are anyway. That like nothing has power over you unless like you give it power. So I almost wanted to be like, okay, well, if you don't think that you're the decider, what are you deciding decides? That's like where my brain was going. And this led to like, yeah, all those obstacles, all those things in the way. What is in the way? What is the thing that you need to overcome, that you need to kill off? Like, what is the thing that you need to prove wrong? What is the thing that you need to like blanch out? Or all of these things. Like, what is the thing that it's like, it's your mission to destroy? And a lot of self-help is presented like that. A lot of like probably just culture is presented like that. Like, yeah, like life is this mission to do away with all the bad parts of you, whatever those might be. And so the mountain is you, right? So all the struggles in your life, all the conflict, all the heartache, all the pain, that's a mountain that you've created, and it's you. Okay, but thinking about this, like, yes, it's true. And also it's not. The mountain isn't you. The mountain is a mountain. Okay? Circumstances and pain and trauma and sadness and feelings and thoughts and doubts and fears and insecurities and whatever it might be. They're not you. Okay? They're not you. They're just happening. And you're aware of them. They're not you. And therefore, you don't need to overcome them. You don't need to kill them off. You can't be aware of something and make it stop existing at the same time. You cannot get rid of something that you are constantly forcing yourself to be aware of. That you're constantly like giving your obedience to. So if you say like, oh, I can't get what I want in life because I doubt myself. Okay. You're right. You can't get what you want in life because you doubt yourself. As if like there's no humans on the planet that doubt themselves and get what they want. As if that's never happened before. But you get to make the rules for yourself. You are making the rules for yourself. So you go, doubt is the problem. I need to root out doubt. I need to put all my energy and focus on my doubt. And I need to get rid of it. And what happens? You suddenly are very, very, very aware of doubt. And sometimes you have good days and sometimes you have bad. And on the days that you feel like, wow, I really I didn't let doubt take me. I didn't let it take me. You're like very proud of yourself and you feel good and strong. And then on the days that it does take you, you go, oh. And suddenly, like, you forgot what you even wanted in the first place. And your life is just about doubt now. It's just about handling doubt. Or, you know, even if you like flip to the positive and you're like, no, 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 don't focus on the negative. I'm going to like focus on confidence. I have to be confident in order to succeed. Okay, so like, what's the opposite of doubt? It's confidence. Okay, so I have to be confident. And then again, on the days that you're feeling confident, you won. And on the days that you didn't feel confident, you lost. And you just create this world about like being confident. Did I succeed at being confident today or did I fail? Am I a confident person? As if confidence, as if like being confident is somehow this like benediction. Ah, yes. Good. Good, good, good. You showed up confident. Now you get to have the prizes. As if confidence is the gate, is the marker. This is a test that you have to graduate. You don't get to have stuff unless you're confident. Sorry. But no one decided that. You did. And you made your world about confidence or talent or intelligence or wisdom or beauty or wealth or love or, I don't know, being like super zen and chill, or I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like you made your life a series of tests in order to not be who you were or not be what you are. To be different. Somewhere along the way, it was like things are happening around me because I'm bad. Because I'm not enough. Because I'm not good. Because I'm the problem. I'm the problem. And the problem goes away when I stop being this. You're not a problem. The only problem was that thought. Was accepting and believing in that thought that you're a problem. That you're in the way. That you're not enough. That you're the root cause. Like, I get that this is like paradoxical because in a way, like, you are the root cause. But do you get that, like, if you are the root cause, thinking that you are the cause of your suffering, thinking that you are a problem to overcome, do you get how that might persist? And that it's kind of toxic to be like, ah, yes, I finally won because I beat myself into the ground. And as long as I like don't ever, ever, ever let any kind of like negativity or insecurity surface, then I'm safe. If you're powerful, if you are power, what kind of power is that? How are you the one in charge if all of these things threaten you? If all of these things can take away what is rightfully yours? How are you the one in charge if you have to be like so good, so strong, so in control? How are you the one in charge? Instead, what if you were always perfect? What if you're perfect right now? And what if nothing is in the way? What if there's nothing in the way? What if there's nothing to overcome? What if the only thing to overcome is the thought that there's something to overcome? Is the thought that you're screwing up? Is the thought that like you're unforgivable? You're unlovable? Is the thought that like you even need to do anything about that thought? Because you are love. Like if you're loved, you're loved. That's it. And yeah, your life will be easier if you accept that. And what you actually want is to accept it. But you keep thinking that like something else is going to allow you to accept it. As opposed to just, I accept it. It's mine. Don't you actually like want the freedom to just choose? As opposed to like playing all these games. Why do you keep like playing all these games with yourself? Oh, good. Like I passed the test that I created. Ah, good. I'm deserving now. Good. Nothing's in the way. You get to have everything you want. You get to be everything you want now, if you decide. You don't need to do this whole thing. Just decide. Nothing's in the way. And this isn't to say like, a lot of this like in a way is just like very congruous with like common sense, meaning that like if I want to go to the gym, there might be like feelings that like I don't want to go to the gym today. Cool. Any like athlete will tell you like, yeah, those feelings happen sometimes. And they're not a problem. They're not an indication you're doing anything wrong. They're not a problem. They're not like, oh no, I'm having negative like, no. It's just that your feelings don't decide. Your thoughts don't decide. And like truly knowing that. Knowing that they don't decide because they literally don't. Your feelings are not a problem. Your thoughts are not a problem. Literally. They're only a problem when you've become accustomed to obeying them. Because you go, oh, but I'm having these feelings. And normally I listen to them. Oh, I'm doubting myself. I don't think I have a right to do this. I don't think I have a right to have this. And I have these like feelings of like, I don't know, discomfort, right? Discomfort. And normally you listen. As opposed to making a decision. As opposed to going like, yeah, that's going to be there. And I also want to say this, like sometimes the feeling is also like, but I'm supposed to freak out right now. I'm supposed to react to this. I'm supposed to like feel ashamed about this or scurry around trying to correct it. And there's something negligent if I just am like, cool, that's allowed to happen. That's a feeling too. Right? That feeling of like, I'm not doing enough. That's a feeling too. Doesn't mean it's right. It's a really weird, exciting place when you get beyond it. When it's literally not in the way. And you start to like form this kind of detachment. It's not always comfy, obviously, but it's this kind of like, oh, the human is just like experiencing some feelings right now. And literally, there's nothing wrong with that. They're just like seeing things from a limited perspective, and literally, there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. They're allowed to see things a certain way. That's fine. It doesn't mean it's true. Oh, my senses are telling me something. It sounds like something. It feels like something. It tastes like something. It looks like something. And in the back of all of that, there's something else. There's something bigger and larger and wider and greater and grander. And that's you. And that's you. That's you. And so for every feeling and thought, there is like a question of like true or not true. Like basically that's it. True or not true. And it's always been there actually. And waking up is like, waking up, what an annoying term. Is going like, hey, yeah, you're awake. What do you think? What do you say? If you're in charge, if this is you, is anything actually a threat to you? Is something wrong? Is something wrong? Are we bad? Are we loved? Are we enough? Are we good? Yeah, of course, Alex. Yeah, you decide you're perfect. Because you are. Like imperfection. I don't want to put this. I don't know if I can articulate this to the best of my ability, okay? There's no such thing as lack. This is like a really annoying topic, but there's no such thing as lack. There's only isness, okay? Including lack. Do you get it? Like, lack exists in isness, in like being there, in presence, in existence, okay? So, our little minds creating everything, create lack, create imperfection, create bad from good. Good meaning like whole and complete. So from whole and complete, we carve out incomplete, unfinished, bad. We like put it in like red marker, needs work. Okay. That being said, doing that doesn't suddenly create lack. Like, stay with me. So it's like there's like there's wholeness, there's like absolute perfection. That just is. And then from that, within that, because of that, because it contains everything, we create lack. Okay. Those little like, that perception, those thoughts doesn't suddenly make it imperfect. it creates imperfection. Do you get that? So it just like wants to say like, hey, imperfection, because I don't know, you've been trying to like correct yourself, think badly about yourself. Thoughts are coming, listen to them. It doesn't change the fact that like you're perfect. It just is. Whether you're thinking against it or not. And within that too, I just want to say like you have choice. Like this doesn't this doesn't mean that like if there's something that you want it to be that like you're currently not, like it's just really easy to like to talk about fitness because it's such a like, I think most people feel like it's quite easy to alter that. So this isn't to say that like, oh, you need to accept the fact that like you'll never have a six pack or something like that. Okay, you're perfect without a six pack. You are, but it doesn't mean like you can never have that. It means like, first of all, you are perfect without one. And if you choose to have a six pack, you can have one because there's nothing in the way. You can have one. Go have one. And all the things that you think like I have to do in order to get, okay, you're right. It doesn't mean you have to do those things, but you're going to create like a set of steps that you have to like pass in order to get it. And part of the fun is realizing like part of the fun is going along with that. And part of the fun is going like, what if it was easier? What if more was possible? What if I already was it? Like really, really getting beyond. I mean, this is like a really, really big game when you start to think about it. Of like, if I'm actually in charge, what does that actually mean? What's actually possible then? Yeah, and Alex, sorry, I hope it's okay. I was gonna leave it anonymous. But anyway, in regards to your question about like, and this is like a bigger topic, maybe I'll talk about it next week. But in relation to like your desires, and that's your divine self, meaning like that God part of you that is everything. It's that divine self remembering itself. Okay, so in order to have like a human experience, you cut yourself off from everything and you identify as like, as a thing, as an object, as like a, you like narrow it down, right? In order to experience like, in order to have an experience, a single experience, right? You have desires and you have wants that are beyond what is currently there, right? Because that part of you knows that you already have it, that you're already everything. That like the lines that you've created in your mind that you've chosen to identify aren't actually real. And that there's a part of you that already has it and it's there and it's like it's literally a part of you. It literally is you. If you want it, it's because you're recognizing it. Like, oh, that's me. It's already there. And the only reason it's not is because like of those lines that you've adhered to, okay? I'm this. This is what life is. This is how life works for me. And so when you have a desire, those lines get shaken and they expand or they change or they grow because you get to remember that you're making all of this up. So literally, like, when you have a desire, you can just go like, oh, right, I'm that. Like, you can just, oh, yeah, I get to have what I want because I am it. You don't have to make it this, like, big, horrible, challenging thing. It gets to be a reminder. How much more beautiful is that? It's not like something, I want to say, like, first of all, it's not like bad. It's not like proof of your badness or your like ungratefulness or your like failures. It's a reminder of like, of your capacity, of your reach, of your stretch, of your like, it's a call. It's like, hey, I know you think you're really small and like, this isn't available to you. Like, I know you think this is outside of you, but nothing's outside of you. There is no separation. And you wanting that is actually a really wonderful, beautiful thing. It's like, oh, hey, you're finally like, you're done with this little shape. You're ready for the shape to be different. You've experienced this shape to the fullest that you could. Great. Let's go experience something else. It's okay if you don't, I mean, it's okay if like you don't believe me again. But it is, I would like you to like look at what you think of desire. Like your framework for what it actually is. And see how you're deciding that that's what it means. That that's what it is. Like, what's your relationship to getting what you want? What do you actually think about that? I know if like I think of myself, it's like yeah, I probably like had a lot of guilt and like shame around like wanting things. Because sometimes like when you want things, people are like, that's too much. Or like when you want things and people can't give it to you, like your parents can't give it to you, they feel bad and guilty and you're like, oh, my wanting things like hurts other people. But again, those are all stories. Those are all decisions. Those are all like feelings that I accepted as true. So what is it to actually get what you want? That is a very, 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 very worthwhile conversation to have with yourself, you know? So why isn't it possible? Like, what makes it not possible? Again, like, what's deciding that it's not possible? I get that, like, you have thoughts and you have feelings, I guess, but is anything else, like, deciding that? Based on what? Okay, things that seem impossible do happen. Yeah, they do. So you could be wrong. Okay, cool. So then what are they? So let's like, you want things. So like, let's stay with this. You want things and it seems impossible. Okay, and then what? Did you choose to want it? Were you like, you know, it'd be great because if I'm just like dissatisfied. Did you choose to want it? Laws of physics. Okay. People don't always love you or feel about you the way that you want them to, and you can't always change that. Why? Why don't they? I'm gonna be so annoying. Why don't people love you? Sorry. This is actually really good for me too. I'm only human. I mean, it's a good phrase. It's a good phrase. I actually really like that phrase, like, I'm only human, because it actually means, like, hey, go easy on me. And there is, like, a human part of us, right, that has thoughts and feelings. And it's like, again, that's what you're here for. Like, yeah, you're here to, like, experience that. But at the same time, there's this awareness that exists outside of that human self, right? Oh, cool. It's a 15. I can't believe we're at 15. Okay. Oh my God. All right, this is so good. Maybe I'm not good enough. So you're not sure about that. Okay. What they require to love. There's like a requirement. It's different to what you are. Is that love? What do you think people love? First of all, so you're saying like you're not enough, or you're not whatever you think they want. That's your idea, by the way. Like, you have ideas of like what you think people love. I don't think you've like taken a survey and gone out like, hey, what is it like? What does it take for you to love someone? I don't think you have your own ideas, and it's probably like what you love in other people or what you respect or admire in other people. And you're assuming that that's what other people want too. You're also assuming that like you're not those things. And yeah, you're like assuming that love is conditional. That's very conditional love, which actually like isn't the kind that you want. I would say like that's not love. Actually, if it's conditional, it's not love, it's something else. So why don't people love you? What if they do? But what I mean by like love is conditional is like if you think that you have to, you said, okay, if anyone wants to jump in, like go for it. But you said what they require to love. Did you mean that like, what did you mean by that? What they require to love. My psychologist now. Like, this is a really scary thought, actually. This is a really like scary like thought experiment that I'm like leading you down, is like, what if they already love you? And all the times that you've been like, those people don't. What if you're wrong? Those people think I'm What if you're wrong? Those people are so dissatisfied with my existence. I'm like, by the way, I'm like really using this as like my own therapy right now because I'm human. Okay, what if that's true already? What if that's true already? What if that's true already? Do you get this? Like, what if it's already here? What if there's nothing you need to do or be? There's no test to pass. There's nothing to like make it so. You don't mean ticking boxes. What do you mean? And scare her away? Why? Why was that scary to her? And why did you do that then? Like, you're allowed to like love someone and like keep it to yourself. Sorry. You never been in love? I think we have like very strict ideas about love, and it's like not that. It doesn't need to be strict, you know? And again, are you like waiting for a feeling? Are you waiting for a feeling? Are you like waiting for connection? Are you willing to be connected? You know? How do you know? I know you're gonna be like, because I have like, I'm like literally like leading you in this like line of inquiry to get it to like you recognizing that it's you making decisions all along the way. It's you. It's been you all along. The mountain is you, yes, but also it's not. Like, there's nothing there. I had a crush and found out I was also her crush, and boom, the feelings were gone. Okay, and that's fine. Was that okay? That the feelings were gone? Like, how did you actually feel about being in a relationship with her? Did you actually want that? Or did you just want a crush? It's okay if you didn't want a relationship. How can you decide if... I mean, like, I always go to, like, my parents. I know this is different, but again, it's different because it's, like, in my mind. But I think about my parents and, like, I've always known that they loved me. Because, yes, they told me. But, like, people have told me things and I don't believe them. I just knew. Like, I don't know. Like, I just knew. I was just like, yep, they do. And then, you know, like I see evidence of like parental love and I'm like, yeah, check. Like, check. I just know. Even when they're mean to me or like whatever it is, you know, I'm like, yeah. Even when like they prioritize things like above me or something like that, I know like if something bad happened to me, like it would be the worst thing in the world. It would be the worst thing in the world. I don't care what else like they're scurrying around about. I know that like I know. I know. It's just there. It's just there for me. So what if that is there for you? It's just you've been ignoring it. You've been like, that feels too easy. That's too easy. I can't just stop doing all this stuff. I can't just like accept it and like take my hands off the wheel. Do you gotta like, I'm not like trying to get my parents to love me. Like, I'm not doing anything. And it's there. And I get to have like a different relationship with them because of that. If I was trying to get them to love me, it would be a very different relationship. And it would actually like not allow like love to exist in a way, you know? Because I would be like constantly interpreting like any little sign that I'm not doing it right, that I'm failing. It's not about you changing it. It's not about you forcing anything. It's not about you changing it. But think about the difference between like when you're trying to make something happen, or when like you're hoping something happens, or when you're even like in despair about something not happening, and that kind of space, that space that exists, that like that kind of presence and being with that exists in that space versus when something's there. What's the difference? And when you think about it like a space that you just choose to inhabit, like they love me, and I'm just gonna like move my shit into that room as opposed to this one, and that's it, and that's it. Then it just gets to be there, right? So wait, how do I say your name? She's still with me. She helps me in study. Why are you bringing this up? I just don't want to assume anything. There's no relationship when we both just enjoy talking with each other. And I also feel like if I get in a relationship, everything will change. Like, are you bringing this up because you want there to be something more? Why, like, why did this come to mind? You said the feelings were gone, but the way that you're talking makes me think that it's other than that. Makes me think that you've kind of like shelved it and are like trying to like be happy with what you have. And I think you are happy with what you have, but just why are you bringing it up? So like, maybe, Carl, maybe love never comes. Why do you think it's not here? What is leading you to believe that it's not here? than partner love. I mean, I just like, I brought up parents because I was like, I think everyone can, like, I think most people have experienced that kind of love. What if it's not that different? I mean, like, I know it's like different and there's like desire, like, I know it's different, but I think in that same way of like, I want like a partner who puts me above all things and loves me unconditionally. I think like those things are the same, right? And I've definitely had partners where like that was true. Like I just knew they loved me. When I'm bad, when I'm good, when I'm smart, when I'm not. You don't have to get rid of your... Okay. Okay. If you say so. You're so possessive. That's a nice thing. What do you mean by that? And why, again, I'm sorry. Can you tell me how to pronounce your name? You're so possessive. Why do you bring that up? Why is that a part of this conversation? Does that get in the way? I guess what I'm saying is like, again, everyone's like addicted to like, literally everyone is addicted to earning in a way. I have to earn this. I have to force this into existence. Like it's not natural. I naturally as myself am not good enough. I need to do things to rectify myself in order to have this thing. I'm not allowed to just have it. And then you wonder why you don't feel loved. As opposed to like, what if I am loved? What if everything is always working out for me? What if I do get to have everything I want? And when I desire something, it's because it's mine? What if literally that's the case? Like literally it's already unfolding. Literally like I can't escape it. Hey, guess what? This is your destiny or something. Like whatever you want. Hey, guess what? This is what you came down to earth to experience. You want it because like that's what you came to experience. And I just have ideas that it can't be that easy. I just have ideas that I'm not enough. I just have ideas or thoughts or feelings that I need to do something because it's so good. How am I allowed to just have it? It hasn't worked like that in the past. It doesn't work like that for other people. How do I just get to have it? That seems like too good to be true. Life gets to be good. Life gets to be happy. I get to be satisfied. I get to be lit up and like fulfilled and content and enough. I just get to be enough right now. Yeah. Why wouldn't you be? Who's saying that like this isn't good enough? And also, just for what it's worth, if you really want to stick to this process, being someone who is not good enough and going out and doing things as someone that is not good enough is going to yield results that confirm the fact that he is not good enough or she is not good enough. Who are you carrying into those rooms when you like put the pedal to the metal or whatever? Who is doing that? When does it get to be good enough? Yeah, Slavik. I was thinking about you because I was like, I saw your name cross my mind like this past week and I was like, Slavik. I remember. How are you? Is love like this like mysterious thing that just happens? Sorry. I mean, I know it can feel like that, but in a way, aren't you a mysterious thing that just happens? What if it's you? Aren't you a mysterious thing that just happens? Isn't a thought a mysterious thing that just happens? And yet, and you're not like, what if I never have a thought again? Isn't a feeling a mysterious thing that just happens? What if I never have another feeling? What if I'm not good enough to have feelings? What if I just have to be like patient and good and maybe one day? What if there's love right now? What do you mean with the brain? Also, by the way, I just like want to acknowledge like I get that there's fears around love. I get that it's like a vulnerable place. I get that. I get that. What if it's worth it? What if like that's actually why it's so rewarding? Yeah, you? Like a silent R? Where are you from? Yeah, I figured. Yeah, you? You? Sorry, I'm trying to say it with a French accent. Oh, Fatal, hi. I actually think you can. Firstly, I think you always love yourself. I think you do. I think you always love yourself. Just sometimes it's like, I think you always love yourself. I think you're always self-serving in a good way. It's just like sometimes you think like you have to do like bad things in order to be you. I don't know. usually people will only like let there be love, like acknowledge and see and accept love when they feel like they're lovable. That's what I would say. When they see themselves as like, yeah, of course people love me, then they go out into the world and they like see that reflected back, and then they let the love happen. You know what I mean? They let it happen as opposed to like just closing off all possibility for it. So I would actually say like, I don't know. I hate the expression like you have to love yourself first. I hate that expression. I just think it's like such a, for like people who don't like overanalyze everything, I think it's probably like a great ethos to live by. For me, I just have to like parcel out every part of that construct. And yeah, anyway. Because there's absolutely people in the world that like you would say, oh, they don't love themselves, and they are loved. There's absolutely people in the world that have that. They just don't necessarily like perceive it, let themselves have it. Swabek. I'm just like in my bed, like. What does it mean? Does it mean anything, that name? What if? I don't know if there's delay. I'm just like getting caught answering questions. Or not even. Do I play guitar a little? Yeah, actually, if you hate yourself, it's like because, think about it. If you hate yourself, it's because like you want so much for yourself and you think you're messing up. Like you want yourself. You want yourself to do so well and like you think you're not. Like, I don't know. Hating yourself is just another form of loving yourself. You're just like, oh, come on, guy. Come on. Do I need a hug? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna go. I already like went way over, but this like got really interesting, and I hope you guys feel that too. Yeah. So maybe I'll do a love. Maybe I'll do a live about love. Love. I don't know. Love is like it's like the most annoying because it's so simple and it's like so all encompassing. You like can't talk about anything without talking about love. And you can't talk about love without talking about everything. Anyway, thanks, Josh. Thank you for modding. Everyone thank Josh, okay? Otherwise, bad karma. You want to send me reels? I don't really use Instagram. Like I haven't posted in like years, but occasionally I'll check it. It's a Wendy house. Yeah, thanks for being here. Hey Mars. Oh, hi. Thank you. Slavik. That's very specific. Gaining fame through peaceful behavior. Okay, I will not forget that. I hate Sigmund Freud. Okay. Okay, I love you guys. I love you guys so, so, so much. Yeah. Today I want you to like catch a stupid negative thought and just be like, me. Me. That's what I want for all of you. Okay? Okay. I love you. Bye.